Hey guys, Chris from Buns and Roses here. Listen, in my second video today, I want to talk about something else that has been a big part of my life, and that is shame. I want to talk about how the most painful day you ever have, the most shame you ever feel, those actually will become your biggest gifts in life. And I'll explain that. You know, I'm rarely inspired by people that constantly feed me videos of how awesome their day is going, how awesome their lives are, what car they just got, what house they just got, how you can do this too if you just do this. Because that doesn't mean anything to me. You know what inspires me? People that can look me in the eye, or people that can share from their heart about the time that they thought they had no hope. About the time that they start crying because they don't know if their life is ever going to get any better. Those are the people that inspire me. And I'm going to share with you one of my stories just so you know exactly what I'm talking about. I call this the day of crap. There was a time about a little over 10 years ago, maybe 12 years ago, where I found myself one morning laying in the bushes off of Los Palmas and Yucca Streets in Hollywood, California. And I didn't ask myself, like, how did I end up here in these bushes? Because it wasn't that I had gotten so wasted the night before and just woke up in the bushes, or like that I'd just been doing whatever and ended up in the bushes. I knew exactly why I was in the bushes that day. I was in the bushes that day because I didn't want to see anybody else that walked past me on the street that was living their life, experiencing life, having fun with their life, celebrating their life, because I wasn't. I was completely the walking dead. I was homeless, I had no hope, I had nothing to look forward to, and I wanted to be in those bushes that day because I didn't want anybody to see me that broken. And that was the only place I knew I could hide. And as I was laying there in the bushes, a bunch of flies were circling my head, and I thought, why are all these flies in the bushes? This is so aggravating. And I looked over, and about 6 inches from my head was a huge pile of dog crap. And I just thought to myself, I'm like, Chris, what are you doing? This is what your life has become? You're hiding from everybody and everything, addicted to drugs, homeless, laying in the bushes, right next to a pile of dog crap, and you don't even care. Like, you'd rather sit there than try and do anything about it. So I said, you know what, I'm going to do something about it. And as I got up out of those bushes, I started walking a little bit across town to another spot, hiding spot of mine. And as I was walking, I saw a good friend of mine. Her name is Angela. And Angela is one of the most beautiful people inside and out that I know, and it was a friend of mine for years. And as I saw her driving by me on the street, I was still so ashamed of what I was going on that I could not even wave to her. And I put my head down so that she wouldn't see me. Even though she cared and loved about me and probably would have helped me out, I thought, oh, she'll see me and she'll think these terrible things about me and she'll never want to be my friend again. So not true. In fact, it's so crazy that almost 10 years later, the best moments that me and my friend Angela have shared through phone calls and through text messages was when each of us was going through another hard time in our life, and we reached out to share that with each other, and that is what bonded our friendship forever. But getting back to my story, as I was walking through the streets of Hollywood, I got over to an area off of, I think it's Selma and Sunset, and there was an office building there, and there was 2 dumpsters, and I would hide in between the 2 dumpsters and do my heroin every day. And as I got to my dumpsters that day, I noticed this familiar smell. And when I looked into my hiding spot, there was another huge pile of crap. And you know what? I said, you know what? This is it. This is my life. I will be constantly surrounded by crap. And I crawled in between those dumpsters, and I leaned over that pile of crap. I squatted over it, and I got high. And the guy came out of the office building, like right there by the dumpsters. And you know what? There's a funny story, but not funny. I was so worried that when this guy saw me, he wouldn't think that I was a homeless heroin addict or that I had given up hope on life. He would think that pile of crap was mine, and that would be embarrassing for me. Man, how the addict's mind works, right? Cuckoo, cuckoo. You know, but the point that I just want to make is that, you know, I held on to that for years, and I'm like, nobody will ever understand this. Nobody's ever gone through that. And as I share my story, and as I got up from that dumpster that day, and I realized, metaphorically speaking, that I'll always be surrounded by that, but it's going to be up to me to determine how I look at it. And by sharing that, I hope I give somebody else some hope that no matter what you're going through, or no matter what you're dealing with, you can get out of it. Not on your own accord. You got, say the same prayer that every single person has prayed that I know of that asks for help. And it doesn't matter if you're religious or you're not religious. The prayer is, Dear God, please help me. I've already had such an amazing response from the first video that I put out. And I'll tell you right now, I am so blessed to have a young woman that contacted me through that video that I'm helping get off opiates right now. And she's struggling, and it's a challenge. But I'm not giving up on her. Because in my world, everybody matters. Everybody has value, everybody has worth, and everybody has a purpose. And I know this young lady is going to make it through. And she's a beautiful young human being, so kind and sweet and filled with love. But she made some bad decisions. And now she's going to pay for that in this detox period. But you know what? She's going to come out the other end. I know she is. And we're going to celebrate that. Just like I want to celebrate each and every one of you that watches this video. And I want to hear your stories. And if you want to contact me through text message, you can call me 703-786-1539. You want to contact me through the Buns N' Roses website, bunsandrosesbakingco@gmail.com, and share your story with me about that day that you went through that pain and that shame and how you don't ever want to go back there. Use that as a gift. Give it to me as a gift. Give it to somebody else as a gift, because I guarantee you're going to come across somebody who's feeling that exact same way or who's gone through a very similar experience, and they're going to think they're the only one, and they're going to give up. In my world, we don't give up. We share it. We share the gift to whoever who needs it, because that's what we do, and that's how we roll, and that's how we'll always roll. Anyway, that's what I got today. You guys stay strong. I love each and every one of you. Even if I don't know you, that means I care whether or not you live or die. You guys take care. Rock on. I'll talk to you next week.